After hundreds of hours of research, the life-saving information inside this flash drive right here holds the secret to passing EMT, paramedic, and most importantly, the NREMT board at every single provider level. And if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what is in this flash drive right here. Hey, my name is Evan. I'm the paramedic coach, and I'm a nationally registered paramedic that helps out EMT and paramedic students pass school on easy mode and pass their national registry boards on easy mode as well. If you go into an EMT school or a paramedic school, failure rates are anywhere from about 30 to 50%. And more importantly, most students actually will fail their national boards at least once. And some providers even tell me that they're really great out in the field, but when it comes to their national registry boards and the written tests in school, that's where they struggle. But the thing is, you have to pass your national registry and you have to pass the written tests in school in order to actually work out in the field as an EMT, AEMT, or a paramedic. And that's where the information inside this flash drive right here comes in. So what I want to do first is break down exactly what is inside the program that you're seeing here on the screen. Number one, it's called the Paramedic Coach course. Now, this course has been around for years and has helped hundreds of students all across from all different nations around the world, from the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia. The Paramedic Coach course will find you wherever you are. So whether you're an EMT, an AEMT, or a paramedic, there is practical content with over 100 videos explaining how to become a great student and a great provider so you can pass your school exams on easy mode. Now, if you're watching this video right now and you're getting ready for EMT, AEMT, or paramedic school, this is the exact prep material you're looking for. Well, let me tell you, guys, you are not looking for stuff like this, and I'll explain to you. Here's a book here. You got another book here, another book here, another book here. Here's another book study. And here's another book study. How do you want to study? How do you learn? The thing is, not everybody learns from reading through textbooks. I mean, when's the last time you read a textbook cover to cover and absorbed all the information? Not many people can do that, which is why the information inside this small flash drive holds the secret to passing school and the NREMT. Number one is a private community. So we have a private members-only community where you can ask me questions and you will get near immediate responses inside a private Facebook group, and you'll be able to study with and network with fellow paramedic coach members inside the private Facebook group. So you're not only learning from the videos, you have a community to reinforce the studying that you're doing online with the videos. And I want to introduce the NREMT Accelerator to you, and that is the information that I've done through hundreds of hours of research inside this flash drive right here. I'm going to pull up my screen and I want to show you exactly what the National Registry goes over. Alright everyone, so we're here on my computer, and what I want to go through is exactly from the National Registry website what is going to be on the written exam, and they call it a test plan. So the NREMT actually plans out the exam for each student while they're taking the test. So I want to show you here from all levels: EMT, I have advanced EMT open, I have paramedic open here. Now I'm going to show you each one. Now look, I'm going to scroll down here. You can see exactly what you're going to be tested on in the exam. See, look, cardiology and recess, airway, respiration, ventilation, trauma, medical, OBGYN, EMS operations. Now I'm going to go to advanced EMT. Look, see, it's the same stuff. It's the same core content you have to study. Look, the only difference is the level, and the percentages change. They vary slightly. You can see slightly through each exam. So this is what they call the core content. So every single national registry is going to go over airway, respiration, ventilation, cardiology and recess, trauma, medical. Medical is a lot of stuff. OBGYN, EMS operations. So, now that you know exactly what's going to be on the National Registry, now we have to figure out, well, what's the best way to study this material? Before we go any farther, I want to show you something about the National Registry, and this puts everything together. So this is the exact question here from the National Registry. Check this out. So it's a scenario-based question, not a scenario. Now, the thing is, the National Registry, all it's trying to do is make sure that you're a competent provider to practice out in the field. The National Registry, if you fail it, that means you are not a competent provider in the National Registry's eyes. So we have to become a safe provider. And if you know the information cold, questions like this question on the screen here won't trip you up. So let's break this down. So you were called to a scene where law enforcement officers had detained a man who thought was drunk. They called you because he had a history of diabetes. You administer oral glucose, and within a minute, the patient becomes unresponsive. You should. Now, here's the thing. If we break the question down, what is a National Registry trying to understand that you know about this question? It's trying to understand that you need to know about oral glucose and how it works. Because oral glucose is going to be in the mouth for a long time. It doesn't just go right down. So within a minute it's too short amount of time. So when this patient went unresponsive, now they have oral glucose in their airway. So you have suction in their mouth. That's the correct answer, right? So this is not based on memorization. It's based on knowing exactly everything you need to know about oral glucose. And this is an example of knowing versus memorization. Now let's go back. I'm going to come back here on the screen, get off the computer, and talk more about what we're doing here with this program. So everyone watching this video, as you can see, this is exactly what the National Registry requires you to know to be a competent, nationally registered EMT, AEMT, or paramedic. So here's the thing. What most people do is they try to study with practice tests. They try to study with flashcards. They try to study with all these textbooks. Okay, so they go to pharmacology for this textbook. Then they go to A&P for this textbook. Then they go to EKGs for this textbook. Then they have to do pediatrics. Then they have to do ACLS. And then they got to find special populations in this big book here. And then, now I have my flashcards. And then what they try and do is then they try and do online practice tests. Because maybe you were told that doing online practice tests is the best way to study. I hope you can hear me on this, and this is so important. Doing online practice tests will not get you best prepared for National Registry. And here's why. All you're working on with a practice test is rote, visual memorization. You're not actually understanding the knowledge and getting a core concept of what you're learning. You're not getting to learn the information cold. That's the problem with practice tests, is that you're not learning the information like you know the back of your hand. You're just trying to run on memorizing the correct answers. You're not actually retaining and absorbing the information. So think about it like this. Wouldn't it be so much easier if you could actually retain the knowledge? So that way when the National Registry gives you a question, you actually know the correct answer. So think about it like this. The National Registry is not trying to trick you. What it's trying to do is see if you're a competent provider in the areas that we discussed. So, I'll give you an example. If the National Registry asks you a question about a patient who's agitated, in psychosis, with tachycardia, and has bulging eyes, and you say that's an overdose or a mental health patient, when the correct answer is Graves' disease, this is how the National Registry will trick you with these questions. And they're not trying to trick you. It's because you're trying to learn on memorization of practice tests and you're not knowing the information cold, again, like the back of your hand. So this is where the video lessons and the audio lessons inside this program come in. So what have I done? Inside this flash drive right here, I've taken everything inside this flash drive and I've placed it into a members only video vault. So you are getting with this program over 100 videos of the original Paramedic coach. You're getting a private members only area where you can ask me any questions that you want and interact with your fellow students on the same track as you. And most importantly, you're getting the NREMT Accelerator that breaks down everything you need to know at every single provider level, which has over 64 videos, direct content to do with passing your national registry. So what I've done is all the research, what I've done on scenario-based questions for the NREMT, I've broken those down into easy, simple, concise video and audio modules. You can play them in the car. You can play them while you're at work. You can watch them on your laptop or desktop and absorb the information. So that way, when you go into National Registry and they're trying to ask you a question on a scenario, you understand and know exactly what the National Registry is trying to test you on instead of being confused in the dark because you're trying to go off of textbooks and practice tests that just don't work. Textbooks don't work because most people don't learn from reading a large textbook, and they also don't have enough time to actually read the textbooks. But everyone has time to watch videos. You've probably watched videos today, for example, on your phone. If you're preparing for any sort of EMS education, this is going to get you a huge leg up and pretty much guarantee you success in school because you're going to have an awareness level of the content before you go in. Number two, if you're in any sort of EMS school right now, take action on this content so you can actually know the content cold and become successful in school. And finally, most importantly, if you are studying for your boards, you've landed on the #1 program in the entire world, the National Registry Accelerator program, to actually get you to pass your boards the first time. Not go through any practice tests. You don't have to go through any flip books, any flip cards, any flashcards. No more reading. All you have to do is watch the videos that are in the program until you know the information cold, show up to your boards, and pass. And then you have the dream job that you've been going after. Next step is to take action, okay? I'm not sure how long, this is a lot of value. This is over 164 videos with private access to me. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep the price at $49.97, which is down below. You can pay via PayPal or you can pay via credit debit card down below. So swipe all the way down right now to get access. And the thing is this, I'm not sure with the valuable information how long I'm going to keep the price at $49.97. Right? I'm probably going to be increasing the price in this very soon as we bring in more and more members. And I can only take on so many students at once inside the private group. So if you're watching this video now and you're any one of these people, I implore you, take action now. It'll be the best product you've ever gotten into for your education, and you will pass your boards, you will pass school in easy mode, and take the stress off of trying to get all this done.